All right, hey everyone, welcome to my TestWheel demonstration. So just as a quick reminder, TestWheel is a cloud-based test automation solution that's enhanced by AI and can be leveraged to fulfill all your testing needs. In this demo, I'm going to be breaking down the TestWheel framework in more detail, how it works, the user interface, and some of the key features and functionalities that make it unique. So let's get started. So right after logging in, you land on the dashboard. TestWheel's dashboard gives you a comprehensive overview of all your testing activity. It includes interactive charts and visual summaries that track your test execution, success, failures, and trends over time, making it easy to monitor testing progress at a glance. On the next tab over here, we got users. So TestWheel is designed for collaborative testing, which is crucial in larger teams. Within a single organization, you can have one admin user as well as several developer and testers as sub-users underneath that admin. Everyone has their own role and access level, but they all contribute to the same projects, allowing for better test sharing, visibility, and teamwork. The next tab over, we've got application. So the application page acts as the central hub for your testing activities in TestWheel. This is where all your test scenarios are listed, including the application name, type, description, as well as the environment. If we look a little bit to the right, one of our standout features at TestWheel is the AI augmented self-healing capability. This technology detects changes in the HTML attributes of your UI locators, meaning if a button or field gets modified in the UI, TestWheel will recognize it and make any necessary changes while the test is running. And then at the end of the run, the system will notify you about any change controls and making the test maintenance much easier. And you can toggle the self-healing feature on or off just using this switch right here. You can also edit existing test scenarios by clicking the pencil icon, which lets you update the test environment or description as needed. And then over here we have this green icon, and the green play button starts the test run. So once you click it, it'll open a drop-down with your browser options. And once you select the target browser, you'll be able to run your test. Now the plug icon on the end here is what takes you to our record and playback tool, which is one of our many methods of data gathering for TestWheel. When you click this, it'll move you over to a second tab where the TestWheel recorder will allow you to select an application, provide a URL, and then run through a set of activities and actions. And once completed, you'll be able to transfer those back to TestWheel or edit them within this UI here. And this last icon over here will help you navigate to our chatbot, which helps you automate test cases easier. We'll discuss this a little bit later. But for now, let's move over to the documents page. So the documents page is where all files related to a given test are stored and managed. From here, you can download pre-formatted Excel templates, which are designed to make the process of test creation as simple as possible. You can see over here, hover over the download button. Once you've filled out these templates with your test data, such as test steps, selectors, and input values, it's just a matter of uploading them back into the corresponding application, and after that, you're ready to run the test. Behind the scenes, TestWheel automatically generates Selenium automation scripts, so you don't need to write a single line of code. And this Excel-based workflow significantly lowers the barrier to entry for automation and makes test creation faster and more accessible, even for teams and users without deep technical expertise. So next page over, we got the test results. And as the name suggests, the test results page is where you can view all your previous test runs. Each test result includes a full report of any defects or bugs captured during execution and a video recording of the test run for functional and regression tests. So this makes it easy to review, debug, and track trends over time, especially in collaborative or agile environments. And for just one moment here, I want to take a second to show you what one of these reports would look like. And this is just a quick little form. We'll take a deeper look into the test reports once we run one of our tests, sample tests here. But you can see with each test step, you get a pass fail along with a corresponding screenshot to show you what's going on the UI. And you also get a video recording of your test run as well, which shows you kind of what was happening in the back end. The next page is our application data page. The application data page is designed to make test maintenance fast and convenient. So once a user has created and uploaded a set of those test documents, keeping those tests up to date is simple and efficient. All you need to do is select your application, hit view, and you can make any necessary changes right here without needing to re-upload the entire file every time. So you can head to UI properties, make any adjustments to your test data here. Maybe you need to change selectors or type of selector. You can make all those changes right within the TestWheel UI. You can add test scenario details to toggle on or off certain test cases using these run switches over here. And finally, if you need to make any adjustments to your user data, you can do that within TestWheel's UI as well. And once you're done updating, you just click update and your changes are saved. And from there, you're ready to run your test as usual. This eliminates a lot of the repetitive manual steps that makes ongoing test management such a hassle. So using TestWheel makes it a far more scalable process. All right. The next page over we have is API test. TestWheel offers 3 methods for API testing. That is Swagger import, manual API test setup, as well as JWT authenticated API testing. To get started, you just create an application like you would for functional testing. Provide a description. And for type, you select REST API instead of web or mobile. And then you would register the application. And when we head over to the API tab, you'll see I have the options for the 2 API tests that I have created. So once your application is created, you just navigate back to the API page, and from the drop-down, you select that application. In this case, we're going to use API test demo. Now all you have to do is fill out the required fields, including URLs, headers, payloads, and any necessary authentication details, and then save the data. Either add test data here, provide test name, type, target URL, along with any additional information. And for existing test cases, you can make edits using that pencil icon. There's test name, type, request body, headers, etc. All right. TestWheel also includes built-in load testing powered by JMeter, allowing teams to evaluate system performance and responsiveness under heavy user load without needing an external tool. So unlike functional or API testing, load testing in TestWheel has its own dedicated workflow with a separate initiation and results page. So to begin, you navigate to the load test page and select your application. In this case, our application is TestWheel file. Once you navigate to your application, you go ahead and enter the relevant details, which in this test case we already have, but we'll take a look. Provide test name, user count, loop count, HTTP type, target URL, and any additional information that you may have. Once saved, you can go ahead and launch the load test directly from the load test initiation page. And after the test is complete, results are available on the load test results page, which indicates an Apdex-based performance report along with key metrics like response time, throughput, error percentages, and more. And that would look like this. This process makes it easy to identify performance bottlenecks early and validate system scalability all within the same unified platform. Next, let's take a look at our manual test cases. So TestWheel offers the ability to store and maintain manual test cases within TestWheel, or if you'd like to convert manual test cases into automated test scripts. So TestWheel is integrated with Azure DevOps in order to allow test migration and automate manual test cases without the hassle of having to convert them yourselves. And the other method is by using TestWheel's pre-formatted Excel sheet, which you can download right here. And that looks something like this. You fill in the step number, step type, description, test data, and expected results. And TestWheel will take care of the rest. If you'd like to use the Azure DevOps method, you simply select the application. And in this case, I already have the test cases migrated, but you would hit upload case, Azure import, offer up the DevOps URL, personal access token, and then once it reads this, it'll give you the rest of the options as well. And you offer up all the information regarding the specific test case that you'd like to automate. Once the test is migrated, it'll look something like this. And with a single click, you can automate your test. All right, let's take a slightly more detailed look here at our Excel-based documents. So like I said, there's 3 pre-formatted Excel sheets. And these are Excel sheets built for the tax to e-file application, which is an IRS authorized online tax filing service and has used TestWheel for all its testing needs for several years now. So this particular example walks through a simple test case with a basic login test and a quick click through of a tax form. With TestWheel's documents, the first document we have is the authentication sheet, which contains 3 sheets: an about me, a data pool, and a test script data pool. The about me sheets provides instructions for how to fill in the data pool and test script data pool sheets. The data pool sheet stores the URLs for each testing environment, for example, dev, test, and production. And then we have the test script data pool sheet, which outlines the test scenario workflow. So in this case, we have login followed by test form 1099. This sheet is key as it acts as a connector by linking the other 2 Excel files. And it does this through columns like the property sheet name and the data table name, helping TestWheel know exactly which data to use and which UI actions to tie to it. So with that, we'll go into the next sheet, which is UI properties. Again, with UI properties, you get an about me, which kind of breaks down what goes in each column, as well as a pretty comprehensive list of all the supported actions and supported HTML selector types. Beyond that, for however many test workflows you have is however many worksheets you'd have in your Excel sheet. So in this case, we just have the test login and test form 1099. So looking at the type, value, and actions column, it's straightforward. You select the type of UI selector using this drop down here. Provide the value using either the record and playback feature or manually going and retrieving it. And then provide an action through this drop down here and provide an ID and description. And beyond that, you can fill in expected results, past results, fail results, and a test step name as well. And finally, we have the user data sheet. So the user data sheet enables test case reuse and makes your automation easily adaptable to different data sets or testing needs. So once a set of documents is completed, you just simply return to the documents page, upload the 3 documents to their respective application, and then run the test. So let's go ahead and run this test now. So while that test runs, I want to touch on a couple of our other methods for data gathering. Like I said earlier, TestWheel offers generative AI test creation using your manual test cases through either Azure DevOps or through our pre-formatted Excel template to then go ahead and create automated test cases for you, which significantly decreases test conversion times. And TestWheel also offers a chatbot assistant, which is able to take basic workflows and commands to then assist in test creation as well. So using TestWheel, you'll be able to speed up your test creation time and really decrease your test maintenance time as well. So while TestWheel is a cloud-based platform, we also offer a dedicated secure server environment with remote desktop access for organizations that require CAC authentication. And this setup allows users to manually log in using their CAC common access cards, ensuring compliance with DoD and other federal security requirements while still benefiting from TestWheel's automation capabilities. All right. Now you can see the test run has completed. Jump over to the report. We get a overarching report pass-fail for the login workflow and then the Form 1099 workflow, along with a graphic indicating that both tests have passed. And we also get a step-by-step breakdown of each step and its pass-fail status, along with the screenshots. All right, with that, thank you for joining us today. So what we've shown you is just a glimpse of what TestWheel can do, from seamless test creation and execution to secure integrations, CAC authenticated workflows, and powerful analytics. So whether you're working in a fast-paced agile environment or highly regulated federal space, TestWheel is built to bring speed, consistency, and clarity to your testing process without compromising on security or control. So if you're looking to reduce manual effort, catch bugs earlier, and deliver higher quality software faster, we'd love to continue the conversation. Feel free to reach out for a deeper technical walkthrough, a proof of concept, or just simply to explore how TestWheel can support your team's specific needs. And thanks again.